Hey, I'm here with the famous Mr. Jack Crombie from Hudson. So are you pleased to be here tonight?
Always pleased to be with you.
So what's your story about, what's your relation with Castle for so long? You've been one of the few that had this loyalty to the same group. Is there some reason? Can you tell us in few words?
Because of its honesty and integrity, I found it the right place for me to be.
Were you the one that picked Castle? It was the time when your father was still
No, it was me that picked Castle.
and now your son is taking part of the government. Do you think he's going to stay with?
I think he is because he seems to love it, and he's good.
How is the business these days, these months?
We've been excellent for the last 20 years. Every year is a little better than the previous year.
Perfect. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
You're welcome. Thank you.
On va maintenant vous parler de Castle. On peut dire que la bannière est née en 1963 de la cuisse de Bold, partenaire de Disney, dont on va parler tout à l'heure. Bien que le logo que l'on connaît aujourd'hui, le fameux château, n'est arrivé qu'en 1982. Et c'est à cette même année où le magasin Hudson Hardware, qui existe depuis 1949 dans cette charmante municipalité à l'ouest de l'île de Montréal, qu'il choisit d'adhérer à Castle. Il demeurera l'un des très rares centres de rénovation à arborer cette bannière au Québec jusqu'aux années 2000, où d'autres, alors, lui emboîtèrent le pas. Le rôle clé qu'a joué Castle pour intéresser Orville au marché canadien a été apprécié par notre pionnier, pour qui le mot hardware d'ailleurs est tatoué depuis toujours, comme l'avait son père, et il tente de le transmettre maintenant à son fils. Il s'est aussi engagé pendant des années au conseil d'administration de sa bannière et de son association. D'ailleurs, il faisait partie du comité de sélection qui m'ont choisi. Alors, à vous de le féliciter et de le fustiger pour son jugement. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to acknowledge one of the two well-known personalities named Jack, hailing from the lovely little town of Houston. One being Jack Layton, the persistent leader of the NDP. The other is also persistent, also a leader, and he has the same accent when he speaks French. S'il vous plaît, une main d'applaudissement pour un mot du bon Jack, M. Crombie.
Tonight, I'm going to give you the story of a small store surviving in this competitive market. In 1949, with no money, my father started a hardware store in the English ghetto of Hudson, Quebec. I was put to work immediately doing whatever no one else wanted to do. When my father died, I was finishing my master's degree in mathematics. I realized my lifestyle as a merchant was already better than my much more intelligent professors. So I took over the business and slowly expanded it since I still had no money. During this time, I served on the board of the Canadian Retail Hardware Association, AQMAT, joined Castle 35 years ago and built a new store. While I'm the executive of AQMAT, we hired Mr. Darvaux. When on the board of Castle, we hired Mr. Ken Jenkins as president, and then we hired Mr. Robert Legault. Robert, are you here somewhere? Would you stand up, please? From that list I just gave you, you can see that my judgment could be considered highly questionable. When I joined Castle, I increased the Quebec members by 50%. We went from 2 to 3. The hiring of Mr. Legault made all the difference in Castle's performance in Quebec. And I want to thank you, Robert, for the huge change you made. When I had a heart attack a few years ago, my son Ken took over the running of the store. This was a big improvement. He realized that service was the key to customer retention and provided it with excellence. It showed up immediately with same customer sales increasing by 100%. When he saw an order to a new address, he did the delivery himself and saw what else would be needed. So all those stories about the third generation are probably exaggerated. Thank you.
Avec, je suis sûr, l'accord de la salle, la médaille du fondateur sera également remise à M. Robert Legault, que j'invite sur scène. Même ses concurrents le respectent, je suis sûr. Bonne